Remember how early on in this series I mentioned that any visual property of an HTML element can be adjusted? Well, we can even do something where we set divs as table cells and other divs as tables. So that's the method that's being used here. So here's a container div and a child div, and it's setting the parent to display as a table and the child to display as a table cell, and it's setting the vertical align to middle. So let's give that a try and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this to get our default styles back, and I'll navigate to this part in the code by inspecting an element. And now what we want to do is set the container element to a table. So that's going to be our unordered list. So let's go up to the element style and we'll set display table. Okay, and now we need to set all of the list items here. Now there's not really a good selector. This selector is way too broad. It's going to adjust other elements on the page. And this one is a little bit too specific. It's just for this list item, but we only have 2 list items. So we'll set the styling on each one individually. So we'll go display table cell. We'll give it a vertical line of middle. And I think the height of the slideshow container is around 600 pixels. And let's do the same thing for the second element. So we'll do display table cell, vertical line middle, and height 600 pixels. So it would be nice if this would have worked. Unfortunately, we're not seeing the effect that we want. It's likely that the problem here is that we have a float left. And we haven't talked about floats a lot yet, but it will change a lot about the way that this item is displayed. Likely that's what's going on here. Flex slider is taking elements that usually come one after another, and it's overlaying them on top of one another, at least in this case. If we were in another situation where we didn't have to deal with a slideshow, then this method is actually quite simple and flexible enough to use in a lot of different situations. But it's clear we need to try another method. So let's scroll down and give another shot here.